What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or night, depending on where you're at. But I hope it's awesome. And yes, we're back at today to talk more about some crypto, to talk more about where we're at in the markets. The big question is are you bullish or are you bearish? I guess that's probably the biggest question out there for is whether they're bullish or bearish on where we're at right now. And I guess I should probably put up a poll out there as to whether you're bullish or bearish. I'll just say, what are you? And then I'm going to say bullish or bearish. Bullish or bearish. I'd like to know where you guys are at with it. We'll start that poll right now for everyone. And I think really what it comes down to for me is I think I've remained bullish in this scenario here. I get there's some days where it can feel a little bit bearish. But for the most part, things are actually looking pretty decent today. You can actually jump right into it right now. You can see right now the charts are actually looking pretty decent. Up over the last 7 days. I mean, Bitcoin up still 7%. Ethereum up almost 7%. Even though over the last hour we're up we're up decently. You know, Ethereum's up almost 1.43%. So overall, things are looking pretty damn good. I mean, you know, again, you can go look at XRP right now. XRP is up almost 1%, 6.8%, 6.82%, still hanging over that $2 mark, which is nice to see. I mean, for me personally, I like to see that. And then Hedera has been a little bit dismal. I'll admit there. It's been a little bit down. But where's Cool Cat at? Cool Cat, where's your Bitcoin Cash, man? Cool Cat's always been on that Bitcoin Cash. I think broke the 20 marker. I saw that up 17% over the last 7 days, which is pretty impressive. So, but before we jump into everything else, what's up, Richard? Good to see you, buddy. XRP Colt Moto, what's up? We got Ian Nielsen in here. We got Ian. What's up, Ian? We got Replica. What is that? Real Ice Bear. Good to see you, dude. Gregor. Big B, stop sign, Auto Pops, Decrypto, Manny, Candy, good to see you guys. Ian, Xander, Shannon, we got Shannon up in the house here. Andrew, yeah, it's good to see each and every one of you. If I sound funny, I had a dentist appointment this morning, so my right side is like totally numb right now. So if I slurp, if I make noises, it's because, dude, like I'm completely numb on my right side. So I'm still here though, still here showing up, showing out. So we're gonna it's so hard to actually talk right now. Like I was gonna fight through it, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna tell them because like I probably sound like a complete moron right now. So that's where we're at right there. Good thing here is that the market to come back slightly today. I gotta say, yeah, drool, right? That's kind of what it feels like. It's so numb, I probably didn't even know that I was drooling. But the Nasdaq's back up about 46 points on the day. You can see the S&P 500 trying to climb back. However, the Dow did drop 400 points with the whole United Healthcare. If you guys aren't following the whole United Healthcare thing, they went down over like 25% today, which is pretty wild to think. They were well over $100 in losses earlier this morning. But you can see right now the Dow is still down about 146 points on the day. So yeah, kind of crazy when you start to think of, don't smile, brother. I'm trying not to get that smile down. I'll be all awkward. Are you tired of winning yet? Opium Days, what's up, man? What's up? Trying to drink water is even harder. So the good thing here is that we did have some things come in here. Obviously, this right here, I don't know if you guys watch this, but we're going to make a deal with China. I think we're going to make a very good deal with China. So obviously, Trump coming out here saying they're going to make a good deal with China. It'll be interesting to sort of see how this plays out. I think this does play a big factor into like where a lot of things are going today, or just in the markets in general, is where Trump is going to be at. So that's something to at least watch and consider when it comes to Trump and this whole China deal. I think this is going to be really big for the United States. It's going to be big for just the global economy, and to continue to move upward, it definitely needs to get done. Whether I don't know how it's going to work out, but definitely needs to get done. So good morning, Crypto Keeper. What's up, dude? Austin, any thoughts on XRT? I thought it was fake at first, but it sounds legit. I gotta look into that, Crypto Keeper. I haven't heard of that. Josh, good afternoon to you too. When do you think ADA will get back to above $1? ADA's been, ADA's always a slow mover, dude. It probably will eventually move back up. Sitting here around 62 cents. I mean, they're gonna have to have a lot of market. You're gonna have a lot of the market needs to come back for Cardano to start jumping again. That's for sure. So just something to consider. I mean, I don't know exactly when ADA is gonna come back. When the whole market comes back, probably. What does that say about the Dow? And what does it say? 30 companies post a loss and the whole thing goes down the tube. We talking about realize? Oh, the Dow. Oh yeah, United. Yeah, United Healthcare. Yeah, that's what kind of happens, right? Art of the deal, brother. A deal will be struck. Probably will. He should probably talk to China to make a deal with China. We got Selmo Fudd in the house here. Selmo. We got Tim Shea, Trent. Good to see you guys. We got Seiko. What's up, Seiko? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys in the house here. So yeah, that's where we're at with the markets. This is good here. You can see right here, there was a Trump came out and made an announcement that basically Jerome Powell needs to be fired or let go or just quit his job, resign. But you can see right here that Secretary Bennett came out and basically said that removing him could cause a rattle in the markets. I probably would agree with that. But one good thing here, I've been saying this for a while now. Poly market over here putting the bets in. Now it looks like the rate cuts are expected for May. No rate cuts expected for May or June. So the rate cuts are coming down. People are betting against us. That 50-50. I still think that we're going to have a rate cut coming in May or June. I think we're definitely going to have, it says 46% say we're going to have 46% say that we're going to have no change. 45% say we're going to have a 25 basis point. So some people are thinking that we're not going to have a change now. 1%. I still think that we're going to have a massive change in a rate cut coming in at the next FOMC meeting. So rate cuts were forecasted for the June's FOMC meeting, not anymore. I don't think that's the case. I do think that we're going to have more rate cuts coming. Just my personal opinion here. What's up? Yeah, what's up, Pipeline? Good to see you, dude. We got Derek in the house here. Evan, what up? What's up, man? Dad, what's going on, Dad? But this is kind of where I got it. It says XRP just triggered bearish signal. Bull traders hate to see. So funny they put this out here. It says XRP has struck around the $2 mark for a while, testing it a bunch of times without any real change. For a while, the altcoin looked strong, bouncing around the support levels, but that support eventually gave way. There was a sharp drop after that, which broke through the neckline and finished off the head and shoulder formation. After the breakdown, the market saw a classic pullback, a short return to the neckline, which is now reacting as resistance. It says XRP is back to trading lower, closer to the $2.07 range. The rejection confirms the bearish setup and signals that downside momentum may be building. So they're thinking the next target for XRP is going to be around 130 to 140. Let's take a dive into that, see what they have to say about it. So XRP is sitting around the 207 marker right here. They're talking about the head and shoulder formation. It broke down through it. Obviously, here's the $2 mark on this white line right here. They're saying that there is bearish momentum here. You can see the RSI on the day chart is coming back down. Where this goes, it's probably going to come back down. Hopefully, it hits this $2. Again, the weekly, we're going to probably end the week. It's already looking like we're ending the week. Right now, it's in the red, actually. But we still have a couple more days left. Usually, Fridays have been pretty good for us, to be honest with you. Fridays seem to actually do pretty well. So we'll have a couple more days left before the week's over. Maybe we can end in the green. We'll have to sort of see. But this weekend was actually a good weekend. This last weekend was a good weekend. So hopefully this upcoming weekend's even better. So what's up, Evan? Good to see you, man. Awesome, strong. Do you know anything about the reserve rights token? I do not. Stay tuned and can't wear hair. Oh, really? Yeah, the ear infection, dude. There's so many ear infections going around right now. It's crazy. I don't even pick on that poll. I don't even know what to pick on that poll. Right now, the poll is at, let's see, dude, damn, 75% of you guys say it's bearish. Damn, all right. 75%, or sorry, 76% bullish, my bad. 76% bullish, 24% bearish. That's pretty good, actually. You guys are, so a lot of people here are actually bullish. You agree with TradingView XRP assessment? No, I don't think that, I don't think that we're going to we're going to hang around this $2 mark for a while, I think, back and forth. But then you have the other people out here that says that XRP price could explode 55% if this happens, right? You're going to get a lot of these different things out here. It says XRP was trading around $2.10 on Thursday, up about 30% from its lowest point this month. It says right here that the most significant news on Ripple was a U.S. court decision to grant both Ripple and the Securities SEC a 60-day pause on the negotiation. As they negotiate, which we all saw that a couple days ago. And so this is actually pretty good. It says Ripple Labs hopes that resolving the SEC case will help it reach new agreements with the financial institutions. Obviously, they just came out and bought up a bunch of stuff. So, I mean, I think the markets are really hedging on XRP and Ripple to come to some kind of agreement. And the question is, do you think that agreement is going to cause them to rally in terms of price? Yeah, some people think $1.30, damn. If they take over the Swift payments, I don't know. I think they're there to compete with Swift. I don't think they're there to take over Swift. I'll be bullish for 3.5 years. All right. I love that. Anyone can write those articles, unfortunately. I know. They're fun to look at, though, you know. What is the SEC's postponed appeal until June? Well, it looks like since it's 60 days. So 60 days. I mean, from, what is that, a week ago? So what does that does put us into June. That does put us into June. Yeah, the wax on, wax off tariffs. Yeah, the tariff thing is pretty annoying. I will agree. The tariff things are pretty annoying. I get why we're doing it, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, I would just like us to all set aside everything. I mean, I just want the tariffs to just make agreements so we can just move on from tariffs and start to build everything. You heard the HBAR ETF already passed? Did it? I mean, I heard that they were working on it. I didn't hear that it was actually passed. I did know that Hedera was probably going to be one of the first. I mean, I believe that Hedera is going to be one of, if not the first, ETF this year. So there's a lot. There's so much discussion out there about AuzSOME, the whole AuzSOME thing. Yeah, HBAR is definitely something to hold, dude. I truly believe that HBAR is, something that we should definitely be in our portfolio, just in terms of what it can do. I got cash, some HBAR and XRP out of my payment of bills. Any advice on when or pull back? Which one? Oh, Jake. Yeah, that's tough, dude. I think we're gonna be trading sideways for at least until there's a rate cut or we get a tax break. So we could be in the sideways trading for could be a couple weeks, it could be a couple months. Long-term hold for HBAR. Yeah, long-term hold for HBAR. I agree, James. The China outcome with the tariff thing will determine a lot where we go, for sure. Yeah, the Church of Dad. I get what you're saying, dude. Swap my XLM for XRP. You swapped your XLM for XRP. Nice. Okay. All right. It's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad. This is what I was talking about. Good old Trump out here. So he's talking about the Europe. So Europe actually reduced their if you guys don't know, Europe reduced their rates down to 2.25, and he said that the ECB is expected to cut interest rates for the 7th time, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. And yet, too late, Jerome Powell of the Feds, who is always too late and wrong, yesterday issued a report which was another untypical complete mess. Oil prices are down, groceries, even eggs are down, and the U.S. is getting rich on tariffs. Too late. Should have lowered interest rates like the ECB long ago, but he should certainly lower them now. Powell's termination cannot come fast enough. So I think he's actually here for another year. I think it's not till next year. Is it next year? I think, or I don't know when the new Fed. Let's see, new. I don't know. I think his term ends May. Let's see. I don't know exactly what. January 31st of 2028 is when Jerome Powell, his term is ending. So he's got 2 more years in there. 3 more years in there. May of 26. It says right here, he was reappointed to the board and sworn in on June 16, 2024 for a term ending January 31st of 2028. So that's quite a ways away. Yeah, termination of Jerome Powell, a bit extreme. Do you think the markets will face over a holiday weekend starting tomorrow, since no traditional markets do too good Friday? Well, last weekend we did really good. Last weekend we finished off the weekend pretty good, which made us go into Monday looking solid. So I mean, I think Bitcoin hit 86,000 over the weekend. So yeah, I mean, you never know, dude. It all depends on what discussions are being had and what is put out there, it seems. But the market is running off Trump. The market is running off of Trump's rhetoric. That's what it comes down to. I don't think you can convince me otherwise now that that's not the case. Trump's rhetoric is what's running the market, sadly. That's just what it is, And so whatever is said or done is really based off that. And I think that the crypto markets are really in tune with that. Yeah, I think ETH will eventually get back to 3K again. Yeah, for sure. For sure, they'll get back to 3K again. Rich off tariffs, but yeah, 6 trillion erased from the market. That's actually pretty funny, Marty. I'll give you that one. That's actually pretty funny. Rich off tariffs, but I think they only pulled in like, what is it, like I mean, I say only, but I mean, I think he said what they pulled in like $120 billion this month off of tariffs. So that's pretty good if you think about it. 120. If that's true, I don't know where you actually verify that, right? Trust but verify. I don't know where you verify that besides tweets. But if that's true that they've collected, $100 billion in tariffs, like that's pretty good in 1 month. That's pretty good. Must be good for other people named Jerome Powell in the U.S., especially they all be hated. Yeah, he probably is. He's probably not the most liked guy. I'll tell you that. Just 500 million, lost 5 trillion in the market. Was it 500 million? I couldn't remember what the number was. An awfully good situation for Trump to suggest abolishment of the Fed for the U.S. to switch to its own gold-backed digital currency. That'd be wild, dude. You just have this like digital, like all of a sudden Bitcoin becomes the national reserve. Dude, that would be freaking wild. The price would go absolutely berserk, dude. It'd go nuts. Thoughts on Aave? I don't really have too many thoughts on Aave. To be honest with you, I don't invest in it or hold any of it. So, where are you from? For the art channel, Bar Art Channel, I am from Seattle, Greater Seattle area, Seattle, Washington, Pacific Northwest, and it's beautiful out. It's been so nice out the last couple of days. I wish that the weather here was always like this. I don't know why Washington has to get so damn cold. 476 watching, 53 likes. Let's show. Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you so much, Deb. And right now we're at roughly almost 300 votes right now. Damn, 74% of you guys are bullish, dude. That's awesome, dude. 74% of you guys are bullish. That's cool. Good to see you. I appreciate you being here. I guess the market money is a Bayside, though, if you think about it. We talk about Marty? You're from Indonesia. Wow. Yeah, you're pretty far away. Crypto would be good for your king. He can take bribes without being caught. True. Touche. China is starting a Bitcoin strategic reserve now. Crazy. This will be dude, it's going to get wild. I mean, then you're going to have Russia coming out doing a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And again, there's only so much Bitcoin to go around. There's only so much Bitcoin. 808 Mimis, what's going on? Good to see you. Curtis, I'm bullish on Link this cycle. Link is looking good, bro. I've been saying Link for a while. Link is down. I mean, we know that Link is a solid project, like without doubt. And it came down to roughly, it went down below the $10, almost to below the $10 mark, $10.20, just this last little run. And I mean, even if you look over the last year, I mean, this thing went all the way up to what, $30? We know that it can go up to $12 to $28. I mean, it can literally go up 100% from where it's at right now easily in this next run. Like do not be sleeping on Link. I will agree with you. Link is definitely one of those things to watch out. Bullish, yeah, I'm with you. Just saying the money lost from the market is on the sidelines. It's not really lost. That's true. That is actually a true statement. Good clarification there. James, nice, dude. Yeah, you got down to 19.8. That's good. That's a good price. You got HBAR at 17 cents and buying more. All right, Howard, get it, dude. HBAR is looking good, man. HBAR is a great dude. I mean, do not sleep on HBAR, please. Do not sleep on HBAR. HBAR is going to work its way back up. I mean, again, this thing fell all the way down to what was it, like $12 or 12 cents? Sorry, 12 cents. Yeah, it went down to 12 cents, dude. Such a good buy if you're able to jump in on that. Yeah, that's a good buy for sure. But right, XRP can explode if it does this. So they came back and said how it could explode. It says that highest swings. I think that really what it comes down for me is that the only way that XRP and the market's going to explode is rhetoric from the White House. That's where I'm at right now. And a lot of them are out here saying that it's on the verge of losing to again. We'll trade sideways. We're going to continue to trade sideways for a while. You can even go back and, like I said, go back and look. I mean, this is some sideways trading. XRP's chart looks good. I put out a video saying the XRP's chart looks good. Oh, you're learning English using crypto channels? That's awesome, dude. HBAR ETF already passed, not yet. Oh yeah, I don't think it's passed yet. I didn't see anything on HBAR. Have you heard the rumor that Swift is talking with Ripple so transitions into the bank? Dude, that'd be cool if they really do. I mean, that'd be awesome. Austin, Massachusetts. HBAR at 35 cents at 13. Dude, damn. Yeah, you definitely DCA'd your way into that one. That's good. That's good though. DCA is the way to go, especially if you like the crypto that you're holding. DCA is the best thing out there. Bitcoin's about to hit 85 again. So we're gonna finish off this week in the green here for a lot of these things. It might be in the red for XRP, but Bitcoin is looking in the green. Again, if you've looked off this fib that we did a while back, I mean, right now it definitely was in some buy zones. I don't really care for the fib right now off the weekly, but I mean, the day chart's even looking good too. The whole goal is to get back. We got to get back above this 88, probably right around the 88, probably the 88.6 mark right up here is kind of where we need to get over. I'm pretty high on the rate cut, dude. I don't know what my probability is on it, but I feel like it's higher than. I bet you we have like a 60-70% chance that that the rate cut comes in May. There's a lot of pressure, dude. A lot of pressure coming from Trump, and a lot of leverage. So I think the rate cuts are coming, dude. I think they're coming in May. We'll see what happens though. Just take a chill pill and relax. 100%, dude. XRP will be regulated one day. Probably will be. You just agree with virtually everything, don't you? Absolutely hilarious. Maybe why are you reviews so low? I don't know. Why are you here? Austin, XRP is nearing a key trend line with an inverse head and shoulder, pointing a possible breakout. Just ignore me. You normally do. Yeah, I probably do, Leroy, because you're annoying. You come in here to what? Does this make you happy to come in here and be an asshole? Is that makes you happy on the day? Well, I just gave you the attention you needed. So there you go, buddy. Austin, I love that you read every comment, even if it's some bullshit. Yeah. Sometimes you got to, right? You got to have some fun. Obviously, Leroy came in here, so he probably changed. He probably changed it to Leroy from Dave, so it's okay. I get it. Swift is in control. Weekend will be bloody. XRP to retrace lower levels before a move higher. Like I said, I still think the $2 mark on XRP is it's always been sort of like my support level. I think that's always had some massive support at the $2. So yeah, it could retrace back down to 2 and bounce back up again. You can see right here on the daily chart, there's a nice little fair value gap that this is filled up. So now the next goal is to try to get up here to the 225 again. I think 225 is kind of like the trigger, which is right around where the 50 and the 200-day on the day chart here. You got the 100-day and the 50, and that's kind of where it's at. So I sold a lot of my BS coins for XRP. What were the BS coins? Let's see here. Rate cuts in May, legal framework by August, going to be good in the summer. I think so too, Michael Miller. I think that's kind of what we were saying. Rate cuts in May or June. We said that I think it's going to lead into the summer being pretty good, and we're hoping that end of Q3, beginning of Q4, we start to see some nice stuff. So XRP will pass ETH on the market cap. Oh, that'd be awesome. I agree with you. I actually do think that's the case. Extra full. I do think the XRP could bypass where Ethereum's at right now. I do agree with that. And the reason why is because Ethereum's lost a lot of momentum. Even from a market cap standpoint, it's lost a lot of momentum because you got to think when they start making base, they start making Polygon. You have a lot of these other layer 2s working off of Ethereum. They're not actually in Ethereum anymore. So it's kind of put it that way. Do you think Algo is in for a good run with the others? I do. I think so. I think Algorand's been around for a while. It's actually looking pretty good. With Mog, so you're looking big dog. You're looking at a lot of like, what is that meme coin? You're looking at some meme coins here. I like the 30 different coins. So you're like really big into the meme stuff there with the WIF and the MOG. We waited forever for XRP to go from 50 cents to $1, let alone 290, the recent high. Yeah, I think that's where it is. A lot of people got into XRP when it was when it was pumping, right? And then, unfortunately, they bought some of the higher levels and brought up their average a little bit. And so then some people are a little disappointed with where XRP is at. But I mean, yeah, a lot of us bought it at 30 cents. I mean, we're still up like 500% on our investment. So it's like really hard to be bearish when you're up like that, So I would agree with you, KCD. Is it July 14th for the ISOs? Current consolidation will lead to move lower. You think $1? So flipping page, you think $1.60, $1.75 before higher? Okay. I mean, if we look at it real quick and we say $1, let's just say you say $1.07. You say $1.60. So that would put us down. We're right here at $2.60 would put us at roughly another 23%. I mean, we've already hit it. We've already hit that area. We filled up this little fair value gap right here, which that put us down total marker here. That put us down. I mean, 52% is pretty big, dude. 50% is a big from the cycle high to where it's at now. 52% is a big dip. Seven to 10 coins is plenty. Any more to hard to keep track of? Yeah, I played the game where I did play the game of having a lot of different cryptos and kind of diversifying my portfolio, and I found it to be I didn't like it. So I would agree that trying to limit, like, not saying that you have to. We have our own strategies here, but I try to focus on probably anywhere from, like you said, 7 to 10, maybe more. I think I have a little bit more than that. I think I have my like 12, 15 if I have to look. But yeah, it's hard to manage for sure. Would be good to see. By the way, yeah, Toolbox. You know me, dude. I'm super bullish, man. I think that we're in for a good year. I think that as much as we started off 2025, looking good in January, and then we fell off a cliff. I think we're gonna have a nice bounce back this year. I truly still believe that. Yeah, the OHM thing was crazy. That's crazy, Pixel. That it just ate crap like that. Yeah, AI tokens is good, man. I think AI is kind of where it's at. I didn't realize. I went to the dentist today, and they did AI. They use AI to detect cavities. Like AI is big, dude. I didn't realize. I mean, there's so many industries out there that are using AI technology, and yeah, so AI tokens is, I mean, not a bad way of looking at it. Paul, what's up, man? XDC. I don't own XDC, but a lot of people here actually do. It's just not something I've actually really put money into, because number one, it's actually, I can't figure out where to buy it at. I think Uphold might be the only place to buy it, and I hate Uphold. But yeah, XTC's performed well. It's down pretty good right now from its cycle high. We're down still 54%. So I mean, everything's down about 50% right now. These are the times to buy when these things are on these massive dips like this. I mean, 50% down from the cycle high. I mean, you have a good opportunity to make so much money back if you had the dry powder on the side to be able to buy this, like, for sure. I think HBAR gets an ETF for sure. Yeah. I think HBAR is going to be the first to get approved this year. That's kind of where I'm keeping. I'll probably be wrong, but I mean, that's what I'm hoping. I hold steady above the 209 with the bullish trend intact, and its eyes a breakdown of $2. And okay, so a pullback. It's gotcha, Lindsay. All right, I'll put that up there for people to read. I think Link's going to do well. I mean, I don't know where it's going to go, but I think Link has a good chance to definitely hit all-time highs. I think a lot of cryptos in the top tier cryptos will definitely probably reach all-time highs if they haven't already. It's already, yeah, real world asset season as of now, and memes won't be back for a bit. Usually the meme coin season falls on the end of the bear run, or the bull run. The bull run. So we'll have a bull run. There'll be a lot of bullish sentiment in the market, and then when the when the market starts to come down a little bit, you'll see that meme coin season picks up, and that's usually where meme coin season starts to really pick up. But there'll be some memes out there that will definitely come out of nowhere, dude. Come out of left field and probably pop into the top, 20. top 20 cryptos, just like Trump did. I mean, you'll probably see another one of those come through here. You'll see people rally around these things for no apparent reason. Like that will happen. I don't know what it's going to be or where it's going to go, but a new one will come. We see it every cycle. You know, I thought Trump was going to be the one, but it kind of got blown. You know what I mean? That whole Trump thing got blown, dude. Same with the Melania, right? I think launching the Melania on top of the Trump really just screwed up the whole Trump pump. You know what I mean? But I mean, people are still holding that Trump, man, hoping that it comes back. And it very well could, man. Don't sleep on Algorand. Yeah, Algorand's sleeping. You know, no one really talks about it, but yeah. Alex Becker called out AuzSOME a few days before it tanked. Oh, man. I did not see that one. Thoughts on ICP? ICP is okay, though. Those are AI, right? Those are the AI-driven ones for sure, Austin. ACH, actually, it's funny. Yeah, you guys like ACH a lot. We got higher chance GTA out next year or ETH over 3K by year end. ETH 3K by year end before GTA 6. It's just funny. We're just talking about GTA. Who was I talking about GTA with? We're talking about Grand Theft Auto. Oh, I think we're talking. Who was I talking about it with? Oh, I think it was some parent at soccer. We're talking about Grand Theft Auto. Leroy, I'm not ignoring you, dude. Sometimes I just miss comments, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I just missed some comments. It's not intentional by any means. I promise you, it's not intentional. I don't take it personal, and I'm sorry if you felt that way. That's not my intention at all. What's your opinion on BlackRock? Hasn't filed an XRP yet. BlackRock came out and said that they weren't going to file. They were only going to stay with Ethereum and Bitcoin. So maybe they're holding true to it. I don't know. Only been watching for a short time, but Austin seems genuine, and that's hard to find. I appreciate your Google eyes. Appreciate that. I try to stay genuine. Sometimes I can, you know, I don't mean like I called Leroy out. You know, I probably shouldn't have. But I mean, you know, sometimes it's like, man, dude. Sometimes they're just people are bent out of shape for some reason. GTA meme coin, GTA 6 meme coin. That'd be great. I actually think that GTA would be awesome to create a token, a actual cryptocurrency token for the game, like a GTA token that you can use in the game, and it's like a real, actually like real value. I mean, you steal money all the time from people. Why can't you actually make it tokenized? Tokenize that stuff. I was telling Roblox, like, it'd be awesome if Roblox tokenized. You know how much money they'd make if they tokenized that? Gosh dang. Not going to look good until it comes out on PC. Yeah. Do you think your money is safer in a 401k or crypto? Well, I took all my money out of 401k and moved it into crypto. So that's probably I mean, I don't know if it's wise to do it, but I'm up. I feel like I'm up way more by doing that than I am out of my 401k. You got to think I dumped all my 401k in Bitcoin, XRP, all those things when they're at 30 cents. Bitcoin was at 20. I think I'm averaging $23,000 on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still up at 80,000. I mean, I literally 4x my Bitcoin almost. You know, I 5x sitting right now with my XRP at 5x that. And we're talking, that happened in 2021 when I took all my money out of my 401k. So we're talking 4 years. 4 years, I was able to 4, 5, 6x my 401k. You can't do that. You can't do that with your 401k. There's no 401k out there 5x'd and 6x'd in 3-4 years. There's no way. Hype Soul, you'd marry me? You're funny. Love your channel. Tune in most lives. Take care. Sam McDonald. Oh, dude. Are you talking about Darnold? Sam Darnold? Oh man. Cole. I don't know yet. I was a little bent out of shape about that. It means he's the chill guy. I love soccer. Yeah, soccer is great, dude. We're going to a soccer game on Friday. I'm excited for that. What's the dumbest trade you made? Well, in 2021, there's a bunch of meme coins out there, and but the dumbest trade I made on like a legit project was I sold my SHIB too early. I sold about like 60% of my. I sold about 60 or 70% of my SHIB, like way too early, dude. And I held like 40% of it for the height, and then sort of wrote it back down a little bit. Where's my SHIB? Where the hell is SHIB? So back when SHIB like first launched, so I was early into SHIB. I sold my SHIB right here. This is where I sold my SHIB. I sold it way too early before this pump. And then when it got up here, I rode this back all the way back down, and I held and held and held and held. So I held like 40% of my SHIB, and I sold right here. So but I bought way back over here. I mean, I bought way back in April. We're buying at like I said, probably, yeah, we're easily in the 20 million range, I think is where I was at when I first bought SHIB and rode this thing up. And then basically it just stayed status quo for the longest time. And then, yeah, I ended up selling my SHIB thinking that this was going to be the top again. Cause you could see right here, it matched, right? You got a top right here and you got a top right here. And I thought for sure that was like the double peak that was going to be. And I sold. And then this thing freaking went on a tear, dude. And I still didn't lose, but I was like, gosh, dude, I was so mad at myself for selling that 60% of my bag. Because it would have probably been, I mean, if I didn't sell it, I would have made so much. I mean, I look back and I'm like, I'm always tearing myself up over that one. So that's probably my biggest one. Did you transfer into Robinhood? I did not touch Robinhood. You're a busy man here. Also, sometimes you don't see my messages and I'm Big B. Sometimes there's so many people in here. Lately, we have 505 people here. It's actually kind of nice having 505 people in here because then it's more of I can get to as many comments as possible. When we have like 1,000 people in here or more, it gets super hard to read comments. You're doing amazing. Keep it up. I love you always talk about multiple coins with your honest opinion. So I appreciate that, Cyber Ginger. Thank you. Yeah, I tried to. One thing is I don't know every single thing about every single crypto out there. I'll be honest. I mean, there's a lot of people out here who try to know them all, but there's some things out here that I don't focus on, right? I don't focus all my energy on. I only focus on the ones that like really I find I actually like. You know what I mean? I spent my whole night watching. Oh, you watched a rainstorm last night? Damn. Yeah, it was probably SHIB, dude. SHIB was kind of like that crazy. Nothing compares to SHIB, Thomas. The SHIB rally was a rally that we'll never. I don't know if we'll ever see a rally like that again, dude. That SHIB rally was insane, dude. I was on such a high, dude. When the whole SHIB thing was going, Doge too. Doge was a massive rally too. Don't get me wrong, Doge was insane too, dude. I bought Doge at 1 cent. We were buying Doge at 1 cent, and Doge went up to 70 cents, dude. So the 21 was insane, dude. My portfolio in 2021 was wild, dude. Yeah. And there's so many other cryptos out there that just we can go down the list, dude. Saitama, Rugged, but that was a huge one. That went into $7 billion run. That was a crazy run too. Made money off that one. Shinja was another shit coin that just randomly is no longer in existence, but that thing ran like none other. That one I made like just that one alone. I've shared my portfolio on that one multiple times on stream here. Just that one alone was 400. I made fourth. I was up $400,000 on that run alone with Shinja, just Shinja. And yeah, just goes to show you how much money can be made in crypto if you find the right crypto. But that one rugged. So, I ended up getting out of it, not at 400,000. I think I probably shouldn't share, but I mean, I got out of it at a good price. But I did watch that come down. Tell us about Pure Wallet. I don't know if that's real or you're trolling me. SHIB, yeah, I can't take serious anymore, dude. And Batstorm costume. Austin, you talk to me every day, then you stop for no reason. It wasn't intentional, dude. I promise you. I swear. Cookie Dow will rally with the year. You think so? You know what's crazy? I bought Doge at 0.002, waited 2 years and nothing happened. So I sold at 1 cent. Oh my God. So I probably bought your sell. That's what happened. I bought at 1 cent. So yeah, I probably bought your sell. Shinobi Ninja, yeah, Shinja, the Shinobi Ninja, yeah, that's the one, dude. I mean, there's a lot of these out there these meme coins that actually did really, really well, but they're just hard to trust. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that trust ran out in this place. So you sold at 35. That's kind of where I sold too, Kyle. I watched it go to 70, and fan was like, sell. I was like, no, dude, this thing is going to $1. This thing is going to $1. So during the whole GameStop thing too, right? So I was all like in it, and then I watched it go down to like I think I sold at 35 cents too, dude. So at the end of it, I was like, I still made good money. I just didn't make what I could have, right? And so fans always like holding that against me, like, you should have sold. And I'm like, dude, stop talking to me. It was Shibnobi, but it was called Shinja. Yeah, Thomas. It was Shibnobi was the rug pull, and then they it used to be Shinja, and then it went to Shibnobi. Yeah, who knows, dude? It was just another rug pull. Bad actor in the place. Ripple can still come out as a massive announcement or partnership with US Bank. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'd be down with that. Hello from Alabama. Hell yeah, dude. Austin, what do you think about Crow? No, I'm kind of a Crow hater. Nothing against it. I just Crow just did me so wrong, dude. So Crow is like one of my biggest losses in crypto, actually. It's up there in terms of my biggest losses. Yeah, dude, I could go back and probably tell you what my losses were. I haven't looked at Crow in so long, dude. But let's actually go look. I'm gonna tell you what it is because I just it's more personal than it is anything. It still has utility, use case, all that stuff. It has a lot of that good that stuff that you want. I mean, it's a blockchain, it has use case. There's people on there. We got to think that when we were buying this thing was like went all the way up to like $23 or 23 cents, you know, or sorry, it went all the way up to like almost $1. So like a lot of us were buying this at like, you know, we bought it back at like 10 cents back in 2021. This thing rallied all the way up. And then a lot of people were still on the dip, right? Because this thing went up to almost $1 on Crow. We can actually just take a look at Crow real quick. Again, I'm not a huge fan of it anymore, and like I said, it's more personal than it is use case. So you know, I'm sure it's going to do well. I would be happy for everyone that wins on it. To be honest with you, it's just not something I put my money into. So you can see right here, we were buying this back over here in this. This is like really big on the channel here. I think anyone here, Tim Shea, Seiko, anyone that's been following for a really long time knew that Crow was out here. We had a lot of people that we thought, you know, crypto realist Jeremy was like really big into Crow. We were like all big into Crow. And then this thing went on a massive rally. We're all excited for it. And we were all buying this dip right here. So I was DCAing up. This is where I was like, oh, crap. So I was buying it at this 11 cent, 10 cent mark. This thing went all the way up. We start DCAing our way into this to try to like buy the dips on this. And this thing just kept going and going and going. And eventually I was like, holy crap, dude. We went down to 5 cents. And then I started to allocate money away. I started selling, you know, portions of this on the way down. And I think I actually ended up losing money on it. And I said, I know I lost money on it. I'll tell you where I got here with my balances. Yeah. So, yeah, let's see. I had 20, 30. I had $50,000 invested in Crow. And I ended up selling, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 10. I ended up I put $50,000 into Crow, and when I ended up converting out of Crow, I only made $18,000. So sometimes you take some losses, bro, and that was in the bear market of where Crow was for me, dude. So yeah, kind of when you look back at it, you're going, damn, dude, that sucks, right? And again, looking back, you know, what was nice about that is I actually, what was crazy about this time frame, now looking back at this, I know for a fact this was right in the November of 2022 when I sold my Crow, which means, you know what I sold this for? In November of 2020, I sold it for Saitama, dude, in Shinja, and those other ones where I made a lot of money off of. So that's when I converted this. Now I look back at the dates of these things: October 25th, October 31st, October 16th, October 6th. Yeah, dude, June. So that's probably right around that time frame, dude. So if I had to go back and look, but that's kind of where it was at. So short strand area, Crow ain't gonna do. Yeah, Crow's gonna. You know, unfortunately, Crow's kind of weird. Oscar is huge into Crow. Yeah, it's been very flat. I mean, you have your runs here, which is nice. Like this was at 7 cents, went all the way up to, you know, roughly what is that, 20 cents. So it's football, not soccer, common. Well, yeah, we call it soccer, but yeah, it's still football. I want to, but dude, just like nosebleeds are $3,500 a seat, dude. I'm like, bro. And plus, you're like, but I think like you're paying for the environment, but I'm like, dude, there's 5 of us in our family. There's no way I'm paying like $15K to watch one game. Who do I want the Hawks to take in the draft? That's tough, dude. I really wanted them to take a quarterback. I really wanted them to like trade up and take a quarterback, but they ended up signing Sam Darnold, and I was kind of like disappointed. So that's kind of where I was at with that. XRP May 26th of 2026 is 568. You think so? That'd be nuts. All right, excuse me. Crow does stocks and some sports now. Does it really? I got to look into Crow, dude. 467 watching. Smash it. Appreciate you. Level 9 Christ Seeker. The future of finance. Shout it out. Say Tom. Fostering the future of finance. Dude, I'll always have that. That song will be stuck in my head for life, dude. Gosh. Which is kind of great. Thank you, Leroy. I appreciate that. Bullish on HBAR XLM. Yeah, bullish. They're actually doing really good right now. The whole market's coming back right now, just to be honest with you guys. It's looking good. I mean, up a little bit, but I mean, it's looking pretty damn good. HBAR up. Yeah, back into 16. It'd be nice for HBAR to end here in the 17 marker. Damn, bro, I see you lost some subscribers. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, they come and go, right? Some people come and go. Some people like me, some people don't. I've been streaming for years, dude, and it's all good. Like I said, some people like me, some people don't. Some people prefer other places, and yeah, it's all good, bro. But it's good to see, man. Hope all is well with you. I'm still here. Appreciate you being here. HBAR flying today. HBAR looking good, man. Let's get. I want to get back above the set. I'd like it to get into the 20 marker again. That'd be super fantastic. I live 1.5 hours from Green Bay. The entire surrounding area is going to be crazy with the draft. Oh yeah, dude. You got Lambeau Field right there. You definitely were a Brett Favre fan. That's who I was. I was a big Brett Favre fan. So yeah, I love it. Kevin, thanks so much for the $4.99 super chat, dude. Oz, I have enough savings to buy one BTC and still have a nice chunk in savings, but I'm terrified it's going to tank. I have 3K XRP. Yeah, it's kind of crazy when when it was coming down really hot. When it was coming down really hot, I guess it really just comes down to what you believe and what you're feeling. A lot of people out there are being very bearish. They're saying it's going to come down to 63,000 again. And this thing did tap at 74. But what was crazy is during this time right here was trying to find the bottom. And when we found the bottom down here, like this is where I really felt secure when this bought. But I could agree with you. Right? The uncertainty right now in the market's insane. So I don't think that you're necessarily a puss. I think that I think that everyone is feeling the same way. You know what I mean? So don't feel that way. What's up, CA XRP? We still think I think HBAR is going to get up there for sure. I feel your pain with Darnold. Yeah, the Darnold trade was kind of Hey, what's up, Regina? Need to meet with Trump, change immigration, how sports teams trade players, trade citizens, trade for me. Pixel, you crazy, bro. Do you own a really random coin no one talks about, which you think has potential for the future? Well, there's a few out here. I mean, I hold Flare. Flare is one of those that I've held. This thing has been kind of a rough ride as well, but Flare is definitely one of those that just has potential. I mean, this thing's down from hitting its height here in 2024, February 2024, and even over here. I mean, this thing is down roughly what? Down 73%. And I mean, even from this cycle right here, it's down roughly 50-60%. So Flare is definitely one that I still hold and kind of hoping it's going to do well. I mean, if it comes back to its height up here, I mean, that's a 268 return. The other one I have on here is Helium. Helium Mobile. Where's my Helium Mobile? I don't talk about Helium Mobile a whole lot. Right here, Helium Mobile. Helium Mobile has been a rough ride, bro. Helium Mobile has been a rough ride. I'm actually down on my Helium. This has been one of those where it's like it went all the way up here to 2 cents, but now it's down roughly. I mean, you're talking 84 cents down. I mean, I bought it way back over here at 0.001, and then I bought it over here at 0.006, somewhere in that ballpark, and I'm still down on it. I only had a couple thousand invested in it, but I mean, if this were to rally back up to its, I mean, you're 500% down from its cycle high, which hit here in November of 2024. So you know that it could do that if it gets the momentum. But those are the ones that I don't really talk about that, you know, have potential out there. The Helium Network is definitely one of those to follow if you haven't followed the Helium Network. But again, these are all risky plays, you know what I mean? And there's no guarantee. But if I had to look back, you know, to be honest with you, I might actually put some more money into that one just to DCA my way down, because I know I'm down right now. Should probably look. I haven't looked at it in a minute. Hold on. Helium Mobile. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, Hedera, dude, market's coming back around, man. Bitcoin above 85,000 right now. So Bitcoin's trying to climb back. Oh yeah, Pure Wallet token. Dude, I think Pure Wallet token has to get you, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna make full screen here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I looked at the Pure Wallet. To tell you the truth, I'm actually gonna share it with you guys. This test net's coming out here, and you guys haven't been able to see this because I'm on test net. But the Pure Wallet is looking really good, guys. I'm gonna be 100%. And I'm not just saying that because like I was a part of it and all that kind of stuff. I'm being for real, dude. They've done a lot of good work with this to get it ready for Bitcoin 2024. They got dark mode on it. And look, guys, here's the dark mode. You guys can see dark mode now. There's the dark mode that they got. You can see down here, they got a lot more apps. One great thing is in the swap function now. You can see right here on the swap function. Look, they even got your options down here. They got the Pure Wallet fee, the withdrawal fee. You can actually change your exchange now. They tell you all your fees up front. You can actually change in there. And the best one right here is offline wallet. You can see right here, offline wallet. So you click on offline wallet right there, boop. And now you can actually trade an offline wallet right then and there. I've already sent $4.90, and that's what you can even track this. So this is already coming out, guys. This is actually looking really, really good. You got the dApps over here. The dApps are looking really solid. You can actually go and buy on Uniswap right now. So you can go to Uniswap, boom, say proceed. So there, now we're on Uniswap, right? Just go right over here and see where it says connect. So you're going to connect, and then just go down here and say connect, and then you're going to say no. Just a sec. Well, I don't know why it's not connected now. Then you go to wallet right here. You say, see where it says wallet connect. You just click on wallet connect, and you just say select wallet, boom, and you say confirm. And now you can actually buy on Uniswap. You can buy on PancakeSwap. See, now the wallet's connected right up there. You see it? We're good to go. So now you can start buying on the decentralized side, dude. The app, the wallet is actually coming together really, really nicely. I'm super excited. I'm super excited about it, dude. And you're gonna be able to send Bitcoin offline, Ethereum offline. It's never gonna. You're not gonna be able to track it. No one's gonna be able to track your wallets. It's free. It costs no gas. Like there's just so many positivities with it, dude. I'm so excited for it. So yes, Pure Wallet token is another one of those. And dude, they actually are doing really well in the pre-sale. I just got an update the other day on the pre-sale. Dude, they've had some really, really big buys coming in for the pre-sale. Like I'm being honest with you guys. We're talking like couple 80th buys. We've had 5 ETH buys. I mean, there's the people now are starting to sort of come together. We had a 3 ETH buy just a couple days ago that they updated me on. Like it's pretty exciting, dude. Like it's growing and it's going to get bigger and bigger. And I couldn't be more excited for it. Did you quit your main job to do YouTube? No, I quit my main job because I didn't want to. I quit my job because I didn't want to go back after COVID. That's really what happened. So welcome new members. Yes, definitely. Have a big fat Pure Wallet token. Looks like a great project with excellent utility. Yeah, and the great thing is that I think they're gonna. I don't know what the price is gonna be, but if you hold over a certain amount of Pure Wallet token, you're not gonna get any trade fees inside there. So like that's gonna be super cool. I don't see the option. They haven't. You haven't Forsaken one. You haven't got the update yet. This is on testnet. So I'm on testnet for Apple. So I get it before you guys. I get to test it. So I'm like I test it and I give them feedback before they make it go live. And so right now we're going through the testing of it. And I'm going through and I'm giving them, pointers on ways to make things better or things aren't working or things like that so that they can make an update before it goes live. And I'm hoping that it goes live here sooner rather than later. Austin, kind of curious, where did you used to work? I used to work for Washington OSHA. So that's kind of a lot of my background. I worked for a couple of I worked for some big tech companies in the area. I worked for I worked for Blue Origin. I worked for some other companies as well, some bigger corporate companies doing risk mitigation, risk management. And then I worked for like Washington OSHA for a long time, keeping people safe, keeping people working, go out doing willfuls, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's a lot of my background. Can we store more with cryptos, Pure Wallet right now? So any BNB, any like BNB blockchain, any Ethereum, you could do on Pure Wallet. You could do XRP. You can do Bitcoin. They're working on Solana. They're working on HBAR. Those should hopefully be in there pretty shortly. But yeah, eventually you're going to have it to where all cryptos will be able to be on there. So dude, we got all these gifted things coming. I just told Toolbox, thanks so much for gifting 5 memberships to the A team. If Toolbox gifted you membership, please say thank you to Toolbox. And if all those 5 new members, welcome to the A team. Thank you guys so much. I'll make this so we can look at the screen here while I go through this. Shannon coming in hot with 20 memberships. Thank you so much, Shannon, for always holding it down for me. Gifting 20 memberships to the A team. If Shannon gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Shannon. Those 20 new members, welcome to the A team. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Honestly, thank you so much. And then we have Seiko coming in here hot with the 10 gifted memberships. Seiko, thank you for holding it down as always and gifting those 10 new members. If Seiko gifted your membership, please say thank you to Seiko. And those 10 new members, welcome as well. Thank you so much, guys, for always supporting me and showing me love, dude. And then we have Paul coming in hot here. Paul coming in hot with 10 gifted memberships. If Paul gifted your membership, please say thank you to Paul. Paul, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you a ton, dude. And yeah, like I said, you guys are awesome. Austin, how to download the Pure Wallet? Best thing you can do is just go to purewallet.ai. Right here, just go to purewallet.ai, and then you could actually just go right here where it says get it on Google or get it on Apple Store, and you could then click on that and it would go. So, and then if you want to purchase the pre-sale from it, it has to be an Ethereum, but you just go over here and say connect wallet. You can connect your Pure Wallet. Now you can actually buy it through Pure Wallet if you'd like, and do it that way. It's actually pretty easy to do. And yeah, it's like I said, the wallet's coming together really nicely. Things are starting to look really good with it. And I couldn't be more excited for the offline feature to be presented at the Bitcoin conference. So yeah, it's going to be super cool. Yeah, you guys are all generous, man. I appreciate you guys a ton. Honestly, I couldn't say it enough. 18 strong. Yeah. You guys are fantastic. Yeah. So can we download Pure Wallet and move BTC and XRP now? Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can do that right now. So just make sure that it's the right 3, 4, 5. Let me log in. Just make sure that you do a test. Just send a test one first, Mimi. Don't send the whole thing. Just do like a test send real quick. Like I have XRP over there. I got Bitcoin over here. I got Ethereum. You can do BNB. Those are the 4 big ones is Ethereum, BNB, Bitcoin, and XRP are in the wallet right now. A lot of the other, and then they have the wrap versions of it, but I mean, I don't really care about the wrap stuff. But yeah, eventually it's going to, then hopefully here soon, it's going to be Solana. It's going to be HBAR. We're going to get a lot of the top tier cryptos in there. But yeah, and eventually, like I said, those are all, the only thing you can move offline right now is Ethereum. The updated version will be Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then eventually we'll be able to send even XRP and all those offline as well. So you don't have to buy the cold storage anymore to actually do the offline transactions, which is great, right? So now you could do it right now when this comes out. Really this will compete with like Tornado Cash, to be honest with you. That's how I look at it. But Tornado Cash is only Ethereum, where with this one, it could be Bitcoin, it could be XRP, it could be really anything. Can you keep it on Coinbase and just connect? You can't. You have to use a non-custodial wallet for sure. Is Austin your surname? No. We the best. We the best. Why'd that sound? Dude, when I read that, we the best for the best channel. When I read we the best, I literally like DJ Cali, we the best. Like, dude, that's honestly what just went through my head. And my XRP is in Robinhood. Can I move to the Pure Wallet? If they allow you to, I think XRP allows you to move to a non-custodial wallet. So yeah, I think you can. But again, please do please send it, like test it before you send the whole thing. So that's my biggest thing. Do you see most likely? Yeah, Texas. To be honest with you, yeah, I probably see some sideways trading until probably into Q3. Probably towards the end of Q3, we'll probably see a nice. We'll have our ups and downs. And we might slowly move up. But yeah, sideways trading, and eventually we'll start to rally back out of it. So always do a test send with a little amount. 100%, dude. Like that's if I can give you any advice, like rule number one. That's probably rule number one, dude. Just always send a test. Don't send the whole thing. Don't send the whole thing, please. But with all that, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to go kick it. What do you got? Oh, my gosh. Fan coming in hot. But, yeah, with all that, I'm going to go get my coffee. I wasn't able to get my coffee today because I had dental work done. And it's finally not numb anymore. Well, it's kind of numb. It's kind of numb. Yeah, I guess I take that back. It is kind of numb. It's like that feeling when you touch it, it gets itchy. Oh, I hate that feeling. But with all that, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys, all your donated to the gifts for the subscriptions and everything like that. Appreciate you guys. Honestly, Shannon, we got Seiko, we got Paul, and we got a lot of other people here. I totally spaced it on who. Thank you so much, Kevin, as well. Kevin was another one. Thank you so much for all the super chats as well. So with all that, like I said, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I will be back on here tomorrow morning. So yeah, with all that, love you guys a ton. Thank you so much. Peace out, everyone.